Okay, here we are back in the fumaroles. Now, the Quadev versus the Bastakians, they have sort of at least a whole generation of strife going back. But in this case, the Bastakians sort of brought it on themselves. In their mad push for mineral resources, when they were developing Bastok, the they encountered the Quadev when their mines breached into Quadev breeding grounds, and the Quadev responded by evicting them all forcibly in defense of their eggs. Now, the Bastakians really did not take a diplomatic approach to this and pretty much blindly fought back, but rather than diplomatically trying to figure out, hey, what's going on here. But this is sort of fostered the conditions we're in now, where pretty much Bastakians kill Quadevs on sight and vice versa. And a Quadev just snuck in somebody who was healing, so let's take care of that. Now, the Quadev and the Bastakians and the Gauka. The conflict between the Bastakians and the Quadev are kind of reminiscent of the conflict that the Gauka had with the Antikins back when they were forced out of their ancestral homelands and into the Bastok area. And in the different missions that you'll encounter, you kind of get a hint of that, where the Gauka are like, hey, maybe you guys should reconsider what you're doing, and the Bastakians, the Hume Bastakians, are all like, so, alas, war, what is it good for? Well, sellable loot items for one, and EXP. Okay, up on Vomp Hill is the second of this area's notorious monsters. Let me show you the map again. Over here where to the east of the fumaroles is where Leaping Lizzie spawns, and then up here on Vomp Hill there's a second notorious monster. It's a sheep-type creature, and it drops a low-level katana for low-level great katana for samurai characters. So keep that in mind if you're just starting out as samurai and you want a sword. Okay, we're going to be zoning into North Gustaberg. We're going to be zoning into High North Gustaberg, not Low North Gustaberg. Although the difference between the two is pretty much a made-up classification just now. As far as the map is concerned, it doesn't show a distinction. Oh, this is interesting. Somebody has left some chests around. A new feature in the game these days is when you kill monsters, they have a chance of dropping chests. Blue chests or brown chests. Blue chests are not locked. You can just walk right up and open them if you are in the party that killed the monster that dropped it. I can't open either of these two. They're not locked. You can just go and open them, and they'll have temporary items in them. The items will last until you log out or leave the area. And you can have up to 16 temporary items from this, and you can only have one of each type of temporary item. So if this box had a potion, a temporary potion, I looted it, and then that other box had a temporary potion, I couldn't have two of them. I'd have to get rid of one and leave the one for another party member. Now the brown chests are locked, and they have a 2-digit combination between 1 and 100, 1 and 99, and you'll have 5 chances to open it. If you get the combination wrong, it'll tell you that the combination is either higher or lower. However, if you examine the lock rather than trying to input a combination, it will give you some clue as to what the overall combination is. That uses up a chance, just like trying to open the box does, so you kind of have to play it by ear in the attempt to get these boxes open. Most of the time I can whittle the combination down to either one of 2 possibilities or one of 5 possibilities or so by the time that I get to my last chance to open the chest. So more often than not I fail to open one, but it's an interesting little diversion. Now, in the brown chests are permanent items, unlike the blue chests, and they're usually either some consumable or some minor loot item that would drop in the zone normally. But I've been told that there are possibilities for nicer loot items such as armor pieces and such. I haven't actually seen any yet though. Okay, here we are in North Gustaberg. Let me show you the map. We have the two exits into South Gustaberg, and we have one exit into Constant Highlands. Over here on the east we have Zegum Hill. Farther to the east we have one entrance into the Republic of Bastock. This goes to Port Bastock. That's the entrance to Port Bastock. Up here in the very north tip we have the entrance to Palsboro Mines, which we'll be going shortly. And then over here to the east of Zegum Hill, to the northeast, is the entrance to Movopolis. Now, Movopolis is interesting in that most goblin tribes are nomadic and pretty much as a rule do not settle down anywhere for any length of time. Movopolis is the exception in that it is a dugout underground city for goblin and goblinoid creatures. And it kind of makes Bastock nervous because they pretty much just